I'm gonna do Silas's event story for the Blossom Escape event. So let's switch over to Sylus.
Are all the flower gardens in Lincoln this barren, kitten?
I sigh, open up the Planet Lab event forum on my phone and give it to Sylus. Judging by the photos people posted, that doesn't seem to be the case. Still, none of the gardens are perfect. Some are too far from the water, and others hardly get any sunlight.
Well then, I guess what we're missing here is an actual garden.
The garden caretaker, an owl that looks like a mechanical butterfly, flutters around us to provide information.
Welcome. I'm delighted I get to introduce you to this garden. According to the research center's data, the chance of drawing this spot was 1 in 1,000. You're incredibly lucky. It may look empty now, but it used to be stunningly beautiful.
Sylus fiddles with the auto butterfly's wings, then he puts it on my shoulder. The robot projects an image of a field of flowers that thrived in the past. There's a residual energy trace from a wanderer here. I guess a wanderer attack destroyed this place.
When a wanderer attack causes protocore energy to burst, it's just as bad as a volcanic eruption. It probably destroyed the soil. I guess our first challenge is soil remediation.
So you're saying it's practically impossible to grow anything right now? I crouch down and poke the hardened, scorched ground with a small trowel. Something feels off. Wait, how do you know all this?
I just remembered I passed through here before. If we want to get technical, well, the more I look at it, the more familiar it feels. I'm pretty sure I came here to deal with a misbehaving brat at some point in time.
So are you going to adopt this land or pay back old debts? I hold out my hand and Sylus helps me up. I try to smear dirt on him, but he stops me by pressing one finger on my forehead.
If it's a debt, we'll settle it together. As for adopting this garden, the whole family has to pitch in. That includes you.
I feel like I ended up with a shameless boss man who guilt trips people in the name of responsibility. Sylus takes the pruning shears from me and hangs them. Then he gently wipes away the dirt from my hands.
If you're talking about Luke and Kieran, I never intrude on their personal time.
That's very thoughtful of you.
It's better than the Hunters Association calling you in the middle of a private date. So, why don't you join the dark side and be my partner in crime?
You don't have to ask me twice. Grinning, I intertwine my fingers with Sylus's and lead him toward the little cabin by the garden. Grow me a whole field of flowers and I might consider it.
Does your boss at the Hunters Association plant flowers for you?
Huh? Of course not.
That means I'll have to adjust your job description if you work for me, kitten.
What does that mean?
I don't grow flowers for an ordinary employee. After wrapping up our Planet Lab tasks, we quickly receive Soil Improver as our airdrop. Is this not enough? The soil still looks the same. Sylus quickly reads the soil. Wait. I said improver. It's improver. Sylus quickly reads the soil improver's formula. There's nothing wrong with the soil improver.
Why did I say improver? Man, English is so stupid when you really think about it. Like, why is it so complicated? I pour some more into the soil pot. Pit. I can't. Ugh, okay, I can't right now. The soil still seems to be lacking nutrients. It isn't retaining the soil improver energy. Sylus opens the seed capsule in his palm, picks up a tiny seed and drops it onto the scorched earth.
If we channel energy directly into the seed, it can grow without soil.
The seed is tiny though. It'll take an incredible amount of precision to control the strength and the amount of energy you put into it. Usually go big or go home. Are you sure you can handle something this delicate?
Let's find out.
With a powerful energy pulse, the newly planted seed trembles and then pushes up a tiny sprout. It worked!
I can make it bloom now, if you want.
A black-red mist coils around the seedling and forces it to stretch upward. This feels like a literal forced growth.
Not every plant has a long growth period. Maybe this species matures quickly.
Almost as if to prove Sylus's point, the seedling shoots up. With a soft pop, a new bud appears.
See? It's about to bloom.
But the leaves tremble pitifully, as if they're buckling under a heavy weight. I can't help but feel like something's off. I just realized something. Aren't we cheating?
If this counts as cheating, then evolvers and people who have experience with plants shouldn't be participating in the event. I saw someone on the forum this morning who used their evol to create a Queen of the Night with a color gradient.
So lurking on a forum is your idea of a pet summary. As soon as the words leave my mouth, there's another pop. The flower, now reaching my calf, bursts into bloom. Is it blooming or exploding? And the culprit behind this looks unfazed. Before I can continue, the flower that just bloomed wilts and crumbles. Oh no! There's nothing left but a ring of powder. What happened? Well, at least we confirm the species isn't a fast bloomer. Sylus's expression is priceless. Stifling my laughter, I poke the soil with my trowel. The good thing about your evil is that it helped the soil improver be more effective. Look, this spot is slightly better. We'll just have to complete more missions to earn enough soil improver for the whole area.
We also need to tweak these seeds.
Then let's plant some and keep the rest as backup. If none of them bloom, I'll just roast the leftovers and snack on them.
That's not a bad idea.
I glance at his mirthful gaze and can't help but smile.
This will take a while, and commuting to this place every day is a hassle. The flower garden itself is still a disaster, but the cabin seems usable. Before we mess with the seeds, we should fix our living space first.
Even though the cabin is just usable, you're still planning on living in it?
It'll be more than usable once I'm done with the kitten.
The sunset stretches over our shadows on our way home as we walk toward the warmly lit cabin. The first step is to hang a sign on the door, a wooden one preferably. We should maintain the old-fashioned aesthetic.
What will it say? Anakinus' Annex or Hunters Association branch?
How does our barely usable home sound? Dusk softens Sylus's eyes and he smiles.
If this is going to be our home, we can't settle for barely usable.
For some time, Sylus and I have been staying near the garden. We carefully look after our seeds that we just planted. Under the hot sun, I'm crouching by the edge of the plot. I'm writing down notes about our plant's growth. They've been droopy these past few days.
The soil has enough nutrients. It must be something else.
Wearing gardening gloves, Sylus bends down to check the leaves. His profile is blurred by the light. I guess we'll have to consult an expert. Little butterfly, why do our flowers look unhealthy?
They need a lot of water at this point in their growth cycle. Ideally, you'd already have an irrigation system.
Are you talking about sprinklers? Can I use a hose?
You could, but you'd have to take shifts to water them around the clock.
How often do we need to switch shifts?
How many wings do I have?
2.
Every 2 hours then. And you can forget about sleeping.
Sylus looks at the little mechanical butterfly and smiles cryptically as black-red mist envelops it. Wait, no, stop!
Just so you know, I can give you 3 to 4 wings. Or even 24 of them. I'm skilled at doing modifications. Are you interested?
Are you threatening this Otto?
What are you doing? Help!
Stop! I narrow my eyes at the butterfly that's floating helplessly in front of me. How this ends will depend on your actions. What the heck? We're just threatening this robot? What the heck? This is so messed up. Since we're working tirelessly day in and day out, can you get us a sprinkler system as a reward?
The existing water supply can't be converted into a sprinkler system. You'll need a stable, large source of water.
I shoot Sylus a look and he understands what I'm implying. He tightens his grip and Otto starts beeping. Oh my god.
Warning! Warning! Violating the rules will reset all your in-game points.
I sigh and gesture towards Sylus to release it. I guess we'll have to find a water source ourselves.
We don't need to look. There's a lake on the mountain.
That was crazy. Poor Otto. It didn't do anything. And sure enough, there's a lake. However, it's contaminated with metaflux from a wanderer's rampage. We can clear it. Should I use my resonance? Or do you want to purge the contamination yourself?
I don't feel like choosing.
The energy from our resonance flows through our tightly clasped hands. It instantly sweeps away the traces of past chaos and contamination. Let's hope nothing else is wrong with the water.
Should I drink it? Then we can see what happens.
Absolutely not. Drinking unfiltered lake water is a terrible idea. I mean, he won't die from it, so...
I doubt it turned me into one of those legendary mountain spirits you like reading about.
Something far worse could happen. Pretending to be serious, I take his hand, and acting as if I'm injecting him with something, I poke his arm a few times. I'll have to take you to the hospital for blood tests. We need to see if you got infected with any weird bacteria. Then everyone will know that Anakias' boss man drank dirty water. Doesn't that scare you?
Are you treating me like a child now?
Grown-ups don't chug water from random lakes. Keep that in mind, boss kid. As soon as I laugh, he flicks my forehead like always. I rub his spot, but I don't mind. Then I drag him along for a lakeside inspection. My watch says the lake has returned to being safe. I guess we can use the water now. Sylus brushes aside some gravel near the lake's edge. A tiny cluster of wildflowers struggles to bloom. Its leaves quiver in the breeze and release a faint energy wave. I glance at Sylus's right hand. What's that?
It's a small, harmless life form made of energy that hides in the wildflowers. The energy from our resonance must have attracted it.
A few dark red specks of light rest on the back of his hand. As I reach out to try and get a closer look, they fly away. They settle on another wildflower nearby, and its wilted leaves begin to perk up slightly. Wait, do they help plants grow? We should take some back to our garden. I signal Sylus to follow me quietly, but these creatures are too alert. They slip past my fingers and dart behind me. I spin around and crash into Sylus's chest.
Did you ask me to follow you just so you could ambush me?
Why didn't you move? I thought you saw it coming.
Why would I move away from you, though?
Another black-red mist rises up and ensnares a dark red speck. Then it presents the energy mote to me.
You should have told me you were hunting.
One isn't enough.
When you have absolute power, there's no need to overcomplicate simple matters. Instead of chasing them, you can lure them in. Use what they want as bait.
Sylus opens his hand and holds it out to me. Before we resonate, I watch his fingers intertwine with mine one by one. There's no space left between them.
I'm not sure if this trick will work on those energy specs, but it always works on you.
With a proper sprinkler system, our flower garden made it through its second growth phase. I grab my Planet Lab research log first thing in the morning and head to the garden. His outfit. Not bad. There are already buds. It's all thanks to the sprinkler system that he built.
And our little red specks that we persuaded.
Arms crossed, I watch those tiny red dots flit busily among our thriving plants. Mephisto, who's perched on my shoulder, turns his head and flies to the flower garden. Mephisto! Mephisto, did you have a bad dream? My flowers! Sylus, we're doomed. A strange parrot huddles pitifully near my hand. It looks like a prisoner who got bullied.
If we didn't catch it in time, you'd be the one having nightmares right now.
Looking at the gnawed buds scattered on the ground and our spooked red specks, I feel dismayed. Why must a graceful-looking bird be a greedy little thief? Sylus's laughter, accompanied by Mephisto's cawing, does nothing to help calm me down. If you do keep laughing, you'll be the ones I vent my frustration on.
This parrot has an injured wing.
No wonder it looks pitiful, but I still feel sorry for the buds and red specks.
Then let's help it recover first. We can punish it later, kitten.
What? Sylus is doomed! Sylus is doomed! Sylus is doomed!
What? My sympathy for the parrot quickly fades. It's replaced by irritation that's aimed at Sylus. So even while you're stealing, you're still picking up new lines. You're quite the multitasker. Fine, since you're so talented, we'll treat that wing before we talk about punishments.
I'm used to dealing with injured birds.
Expressionless, Sylus takes the parrot, parts its feathers, and checks the wound.
This wing is a lost cause.
Oh no. Panicked, the parrot flaps its wings, but it's trapped in his firm grip.
Sylus is doomed! Sylus is doomed!
Judging by its leg, band, and speech, it's someone's pet. Once we're done, I'll post a picture of it online and see if I can track down its owner. Now that it feels somewhat safe, the parrot becomes quiet and slumps again. Sylus sits on the sofa while I temporarily place the parrot, now treated, on top of his head.
Am I a bird nest?
It'll only be for a minute. Let me take a picture. I quickly press the shutter button, but the restless parrot ends up as a blur in the photo. Why is it so energetic? Did our flowers have some special effect on it?
It's just nervous.
When I give him a skeptical look, Sylus leans back and pulls me into his lap. He lowers his head so his nose brushes against my ear. The parrot slides onto my head.
It's scared of me. However, it won't move around if it's on your head.
At some point, he grabbed my phone and took a picture. In the photo, our hair is mingling, and the parrot has perched on my head. So it likes me, huh? I guess I do have a way with birds. Mephi must be an exception.
Birds don't show affection by staying still.
Maybe it likes the smell of my shampoo. I'll replace all your shower products at Anna Kindness's base with mine next time.
Suit yourself.
I hear rustling above my head, so I turn on my phone's front camera. The parrot is busy preening. It's even attempting to tuck a feather into my hair. In the picture, the feather is a brilliant hue, and Sylus' expression is equally colorful. So that actually means it likes me, right?
Give me your phone. I'll post the lost pet notice.
Before we know it, the flower buds are about to blossom, yet the cold weather has caused them to stall. Sylus holds the flashlight a little higher.
After this, let's call it a night.
They should be in full bloom, so why aren't they blossoming? With a worried sigh, I switch off the flashlight. I can't look anymore, it's just stressing me out. The Planet Lab staff came by and said it's a special case that needs further study.
If it really bothers you, let's do something else for now. You mentioned building me a trellis, right? Well, the materials arrived today.
I might as well start on it then. My mind is racing so I can't fall asleep. It's not long before we've built a trellis. We then place it near the vines.
You're sweating a lot. Do you feel better now?
Yeah, now let's get these vines on it. I climb onto Sylus' shoulders. Holding me by my knees, he boosts me up so I can guide the vines into place. The vines loop around my wrist. I glance at my hand and get a mischievous idea. Sylus, give me your hand. I twist the vine around both our wrists. We're bound together.
I feel like I've been in this situation before.
I'm in control though, you can't escape.
So you're offering yourself as my chain? I'd be an idiot to say no to that.
Sylus shifts his weight and pulls me into his arms under the trellis.
If you want to see the flowers bloom, there's a method we can use. Luke and Kieran found out that those specks can do more than just energize a plant. If we collect enough of them and feed them a certain amount of energy, the flowers can bloom early, just for you.
Under the lattice vines, Sylus caresses my hand and unleashes his energy again. Those crimson specks from the mountains flood in like a dark red galaxy. They drift into our garden. They settle on the buds, and under this rain moonlight we hear a series of soft crackles. They're blooming.
Don't worry, I'm not forcing them to grow this time. I'm used to destroying any obstacle with brute force, but tonight, you only want to see the flowers bloom.
Flowers that should have blossomed at noon unfurl their petals. This radiant sea under the night sky is like a shimmering skirt on the barren mountainside. It's breathtaking. I'm spellbound for a while as the night deepens and the warmth of his arms remains unchanged. I'm still not switching to the dark side, but can this field of flowers be a gift just for me?
There's more. In this field of flowers, we won't just stand here and appreciate the plants.
He picks me up, carries me, and finds a comfortable spot. The sweet fragrance envelops us. I pick a few flowers and leave them into the vine around his wrist. Each blossom brushes against his hand like a chaste kiss. This is my gift. He lowers his gaze and turns his hand over. Fingers tracing the vine, he guides my wrist closer. Then he gently kisses the flowers. His warmth seeps through the petals. It traces my fingers, knuckles, and wrist. Every touch makes them feel impossibly delicate.
And this is my return gift.
Stop, this is so cute. In the last day of the event, the Planet Lab staff show up early at our garden. Still rubbing my eyes, I open the cabin door. A staff member is beaming with excitement.
It's a miracle! Growing something this amazing from such terrible soil. How did you do it?
Sylus, they're here for an interview. His new outfit! As soon as Sylus peers out, the staff member's enthusiasm dims a little.
We improved the soil, got water from the mountain, and took care of it every day.
What a straightforward explanation.
A great result doesn't always mean a complicated process was involved.
Noticing Sylus's disinterest in elaborating, the staff member turns to me.
Then could you go into more detail?
Suspecting we'll be here forever unless we give them a story, I put Sylus back in the spotlight. Well, it's mostly thanks to this gentleman's dedication. The animation. He looked so done. Well, it's mostly thanks to this gentleman's dedication at every waking hour. He built the trellis, improved the soil. He also put together the irrigation system and brought in these energy specks you see floating around. Seeing the staff member's eyes light up, Sylus finally cuts me off.
The real secret is those specks. They're all over the mountain, by the way. Ask them for details. It'll be faster.
After sending the staff member on their way, Sylus smooths down the strands of my hair that are sticking up.
Are you trying to put me on the front page in a different way? With something like Mr. Sylus, gardening expert.
I'm just genuinely proud of you, okay? I sit on the swing under the trellis. My eyes are half closed as I enjoy the gentle breeze and the faint floral scent. I love his singing. Sylus, do you feel like the flowers have changed somehow?
Are you saying my singing is so good that it's making them bloom?
No, I was trying to say that it felt like you were singing them to sleep.
Their taste in music has room for improvement, I guess.
I lean back against his chest and listen to his humming and heartbeat. My eyelids grow heavy. Weird. Either you've gotten better at singing, or I've heard it so much that I'm used to it now. It's actually really soothing.
I'm already doing my best. There is no room for improvement.
Then I've gotten used to it. No, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. Sylus wraps an arm around my waist. After I yawn, he lifts a hand to provide shade for my eyes.
What's wrong with getting used to it?
It's good, actually. The flowers are amazing, your singing is great, your strength is incredible, and our little cabin is even better. When you first saw the awful patch of dirt, were you tempted to just destroy it? A gentle breeze carries warm air over to us. Sylus gently moves the swing and enters without much hesitation.
No matter how bad the soil is, we can always grow something beautiful. And that's because I have all the time in the world with you.
Oh my gosh. That was so nice. Alright, well that's it for Sylus's event story. It was really cute, so that's gonna be it for this video.